What's good, my YouTube folks? We're back again with another video, I guess. This is gonna be mostly on my departure. I'm just gonna chop it up, you guys. Run through my checklist and stuff I had to do. Because I didn't think I was gonna make a video today, well, of this caliber. But I ran into an issue with Goku, and I figured if I'm having something to upload, why not just upload this? So it's nothing serious. It's just my windshield nozzle is not spraying fluid, and it's pissing me off. But so look, I got a checklist of things to do. You see that? Yeah, I gotta get my oil change, jack stand. Some of this stuff I'm not gonna get done until I get down to Georgia, just because it's not gonna fit all in the cart. And but I can go ahead and cross off my haircut because you know what I'm saying. I got it cut up, looking smooth. I'm ready. So that's one thing that's done. But yeah, so challenge things. I'm not gonna make no vlog or whatever just because that doesn't make no sense. But yeah, let's just get into it. So my nozzle is not spraying for whatever reason, and I guess I'm just chop it up and talk to y'all about what I'm finna do, how life, and then go from there until I got a car in the garage because it wasn't working outside, bro. So I had to move it back. All right, everything's cool now. So as you can see, you can bask in the engine bay. Smooth little V6, but nah. So I sprayed my wipers, and here's the nozzles right here, right? They're not spraying. Well, the fluid runs from under here, and it just leaks all over the place. So I'm trying to figure out if I can take this apart so that I can get to the wire, which is maybe here, so that I can do that. The thing with that is I don't know how to take it off. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to goddamn figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But why I get on YouTube and figure that out, just tell y'all how things finish. I'm get close to the camera and all. Let me get close to the camera and shit. So I'm going to get right here. I need to grab me a towel and shit. But yeah, with that being said, just come to y'all so we can learn some vehicle stuff. Outside of that, tell y'all that this may be my last video. Like I told my Instagram, go back in. So, all right then, we're gonna take them hoes out and go from there. But yeah, this might be my last video. Just chop it up with y'all. I done got a couple of things I need to do to get ready to go on the road done, and I need to get this one done because it's currently 8:19. I have to get up for work tomorrow, and I have to leave at 4:30 in the morning. So we're a little bit on time crunch. Outside of that, we're gonna figure it out, guys. First things first. If you don't have rivets and what they're shooting fireworks. If you don't have like hood rivets or hood pin removers and shit like that, hey, I say charge to the game and just pull it out. Pause. No Diddy, because that was crazy. Fuck. Get you a pair of useful scissors if you're looking to compromise like me. Because you don't feel like doing all the extra stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and kind of knock these guys down because, well, I'm starting on this side because this is where the wire is. And if you don't know, I don't know if you can see the little wire. It's right here. You're gonna have one for your vehicles. Sometimes yours is top side of the hood. Mine is under the hood. I don't know why, but we're gonna move forward with that. But yeah, man. Ain't really too much been going on my end. I'm moving and being vigilant, man. And none of these stuff are coming out, so I'm about to get angry in a second. And I also don't want to break stuff. But hold on. We might be in there, guys. I hate excessive parts. Yeah, she ain't budging, y'all. And I'm not finna sweat because I just took me a shower. But it's not really a serious issue. I'm gonna try to get it done one way or another. And we're gonna figure it out, you did. But outside of that, life ain't really been not too crazy. I've been moving. It's just ain't simple. Staying out the way. Uh, Not really getting involved in too much or other people's stuff in life because I started my own. You feel me? Uh, Shoot. It used to be like, oh y'all hit me up doing this and that when I was sitting at home for like the last few months. But now that I start doing what I do, I kind of, I want to say, return the favor of not really answering to people when they hit me. Because a lot of the times, like I said, when I was sitting here, I'll talk to people, you know, we'll not talk for like days on end or whatever, and then they'll hit me up whenever it was convenient to them. And now that I'm doing the same thing, a lot of folks find it as a problem. And I find it weird because it's like, I mean, I didn't totally take it to heart when it happened to me, but now that it's happening to you, it's like, sorry, don't care. But it's a part of life, and can't really say too much about it because, well, I guess you can say you can just take it with a grain of salt because that's just one of those things, and people are gonna do what they do. Um, Not really too much involved for these next 3 months. I'm be gone. Uh, so a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing is dying down. My accessibility won't be a lot noticeable. Well, I won't be able to be reached. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be focused. Um, I really want to give y'all a video and get me doing something, but it's not working. So I guess in the meantime, we're going to work on art, which is this little thing right here. If you don't know, we're going to go ahead and work on that in the meantime because my hood is being a little B word, and I just want to make sure this is clean. I do want to replace it one day and put a aftermarket one in. So I guess this will be my little walk around of the car. That's stuff I did because I don't know if YouTube's seen it or not. And then a review on the car. Yeah, so hey, look at that, man. What they call that? I don't know. Y'all know them those joints they be doing on stage where they improvise. Improv. We're doing a little improv today, folks. All right, so bought a car almost really about a month ago, almost a month and 2 days, and the car has been super good. I put 2,400 miles on it because I drove it to work every day, and that was kind of one of the things that I wish I didn't do because it didn't really dawn on me how much of a drive it was. And it's not that it was bad. It was one of those things where like, damn, I'm burning the hell out of this car. And yeah, they're meant to be driven, but I didn't want to keep driving and sitting in traffic and wearing her out if I didn't have to. So a couple of my coworkers, they hit me and was like, yo, you can try to carpool, especially when we start pre-flexing because it can save gas. And who am I to deny the saving gas? So that's what I did. For the last 2 weeks, drove it up. Because also, like I said, the color on this car is very bright. If you didn't know, this was like a $350 extra option, almost $400 technically if you can tax and fees and all that otherness. And yeah, it attracts a lot of attention. So I don't really like attention. If you know me, I like to just drive about my business. And being a challenger was already enough for me. And then on top of that, being a bright color, it gets noticed everywhere I go. I have so many people take pictures in front of my car. I have so many people look at me while I'm driving. So many people talk to me when I get out the car and I'm going to the store and they're like, yo, I like your car, bro. Like that color hard. And I'm not a social soul. So when it happens, I don't really know what to say because I don't really take compliments either. I'm just not a fan of it. So it's kind of hard to really say stuff like that. And you can say I'm not through and through Atlanta bred, but I'll look you in your face and slap the life out of you because I don't know what you're talking about. I spent a good amount of time down there to know what's going on when people is playing and when the conversation is thorough and genuine. So I'll take it with a grain of salt. Opinions are subjective, and that's yours. So rock out, do what you want. I don't really care. I know one thing though: you ain't finna see me. So rock out, say what you want. Um, and along with that being said, uh, another things that I came into terms with is like I'm a pacifist. I don't really like violence, which is kind of crazy to say in my line of work because it's kind of backwards. I have to use it, but I like to avoid conflict in situations like that if I can. But if I have to use violence, if I have to resort to violence, then it's pretty much hit the fan. And if you ever push me to that point, then you know it's completely the other person's fault because I don't like doing that type of stuff. So I took it upon myself to go ahead and get my windows tinted, and it's not a bad idea. I actually like it. I went 15 all around. I even tinted my sunroof. My windshield has a tint strip, 5%. I'm planning on getting that done while I'm at Fletsy because might as well complete the package, right? So yeah, there's that. But here's your air filter. As you can see, this is a clean one. This is what you want yours to look like. If it starts turning darker colors, I actually have a dirty filter on standby. So if you don't know what a clean one is and a dirty one, I'm finna show you. It's what you don't want yours to look like. It needs to be white, whiter than paper, whiter than some of y'all's teeth, because I know y'all don't take care of y'all joints. Some of y'all do, and it's just not working, but it gets dirty fast. But you want yours white, clean like a sheet of paper. This is okay. It's doable because it's a different color, but it's clean-ish. It needs to get replaced, maybe in the near future, another couple of months. But these are things you want to replace, quite naturally, because if your car starts blowing hot air and so on and so forth, you can result to two things: your filters, which is your first filter, and your second filter, or your AC compressor has gone out. But you can also tell when that is. And I will show you guys if I can. But there's a cylinder, your compressor. It looks like, I'll drop a picture up here, maybe here, there's somewhere in this immediate area of what a compressor looks like. And there's a little cylinder on the front end. And if yours work, you'll see it spin in front of the belt. And if you turn your air on and it doesn't spin, that means it's disengaged, which means you have two things to know. Because if your air filters are clean and your AC compressor is not engaging, then that means that your compressor is going out or the clutch is not engaging. For Jadon's girlfriend's car, we thought it was that. I already prepped myself to go ahead and change the compressor. However, her clutch wasn't engaging because she came back a couple days later and said it's working. So if the clutch is not engaging, that's not really a hefty job. That's kind of easy. You would prefer the clutch goes out before the compressor, because if the compressor goes out, you got to put a lot of work in that. Hopefully one day I'll get into doing that. I might replace one just because I feel like it, because car stuff, why not? But yes, so my air filter is clean. I'm good on that. Yeah, your second filter is your cabin air filter. It's located in your dashboard glove compartment. Some you can open the dash. You'll see a tab back there you can fill for, and it'll come out. And for other ones, you have to take the whole dashboard completely down. It's pretty easy. Once you fill the little tabs behind your glove compartment, it'll drop all the way, and then you'll see your cabin air filter. And then you replace it. Those are like $10, $15 jobs. You can do it yourself, so don't think you gotta pay somebody, because you don't. But yeah, back to Goku. Got the windows tinted because I just don't like people staring at my car. I don't like the massive amount of attention. I also went along and put a kill switch in the car because I don't really feel like I have to go into depth about that one. You see the car, you see the color, you see what's been going on in the world. It just made sense to get one in there. So I installed that, put some LED ambient lighting in the car as well. So I will show you guys that when I go inside. For parts, that is all I've done so far. One of my neighbors was kind enough to actually bless me with an exhaust kit. I was gonna do a mid-month delete on the car, but I don't have the time to actually get that done. And then on top of that, I started thinking, and I realized I'd rather do a rear resonator delete, which will give the car a little bit of more sound because, believe it or not, this car actually gets pretty loud. Um, and I love it because it's kind of a addiction to not want to gas it all the time and hit the gas. So that's what I do. I don't speed, all right? I just like to, do a little pull every now and then. So chill on me. And I am protected under the Fifth Amendment, so I'm not incriminating myself in any way or manner because I always drive within the speed limit. So, uh, yeah, that's pretty tight. Sturdy. Oh, snap. I didn't put the tabs back. That's why it's not doing that. Whoops. So, that's pretty much done on Goku. I do plan to full send this little bitty motor. She's reliable. She gets good on gas, and she gets the job done. But I always wanted to handle my dream of having a V8. And since Dodge is not producing any more V8 engines of this sort, then I figured why not go ahead and do an engine swap. Now I know you're probably thinking, oh, he's gonna Hellcat swap it and all that. No, I'm not. Okay. I don't like. I mean, I will definitely want to drive a Hellcat one day. Well, not one day, because I am going to. I'm gonna go to Florida for Labor Day weekend, and I'm gonna go rent me a little Hellcat and just go up at the beach. So me and my fellow officers are gonna do that for the weekend. So that's gonna be hella fun. But I'm going to 5.7 swap it. Now, no, before y'all even say anything, what the hell's a 5.7? It's the same engine that's in the RTs and the trucks. Why would I want to go with that one? Well, I'm glad you asked because 5.7s are more capable of handling power, boost, tunes, and they're overall a better engine and more reliable. I promise you, you go out there nowadays and you go buy a Scat. Listen, don't buy no Scat, don't buy no used Hellcats because y'all know how these folks drive. You know how they drive. No matter the mileage or whatever, I'm pretty sure it's been beat. And do you really want to pay to get that fixed? I'm pretty sure you don't. Also, with that being said, a lot of people know in the car community that those cars are not very capable of handling power and boost. You'll put more money into building that engine than the RT. And when I say build, I mean maintenance, keeping it up to part, and then adding power. You put more than 10 pounds of boost in that damn 392, you're done. Go ahead and get ready to buy a new engine, my boy. 5.7s, you'll put a little more money into it, but you'll be able to outrun those cars. And you'll have a damn good time doing it. So that's my theory on that. And I will say this a hot take, but it's not because a lot of people tell you that themselves. A Hellcat engine, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just not worth it to me because the maintenance is not a problem. I love doing maintenance on cars. I just find that kind of stuff fun because then you can figure out stuff and figure out how much easier the job is. But the only thing you can do in a Hellcat engine is maybe an upper pulley, a smaller upper pulley, oil catch can, just to have a longevity on that one. And that's about it. I mean, the car pushes like 787 horsepower to 815. So you done topped out. What the hell else you can do other than an exhaust setup? There's no fun in that build. You get a car, you want to end up building it, you want to have fun, you want to have a bond with the car. So there's no point in having a ready to go engine. So that is where I stand on that. That's why I would 5.7 swap it. In the meantime, this car would definitely see its fair share of work. I plan on doing a supercharge on this one and ghost camming it. I wish I could show y'all the video on the ghost cam. Them shit sound nasty for this little V6. And supercharging just because that's cheap and I can also, do that stock. I don't have to go into the internals and none of that shit. $5 grand total and a tune, and this car is ready to ride, and I can keep up with RTs. Well, I can outrun the RT, keep up with a scat. Maybe I can outrun if I do like an intake, um, and a better tune. Also, um, yeah, that's without me digging into the engine. I'll go wider tires just so I don't break traction. If you know, a lot of these Dodges, the RTs, GTs, and SXTs, they all come with the same tires. 245s in the back, 245 by 20 45s. Okay, those are the dimensions. I don't like those. I want wider tires. And ooh, that bird scared the life out of me. uh, I want wider tires, and I'm gonna go wide body on it too. But that's when I full send the engine. So I'll already have the crate engine on standby. After I get done playing with this one, once it reaches like 90,000 miles, I'll go ahead and start getting ready for the swap. On top of that, the engine will already be done. And then I figure once it's time, I will go ahead and maybe do like a charger setup, buy another car. This car will be around for a long time, and I'll probably pass it down to like maybe my old lady if she's ever into cars and stuff and want to get something. If she's bougie and wants like a Mercedes and other Audis and all that extra shit, then I mean, whatever. Go ahead, knock yourself out. This will ever forever be here until I feel like I'm tired of it. That is how you replace the intake. Air intake, some of these do get dirty. They last longer than a Capricorn filter, so you should know that. In the meantime, but yeah, this is the exterior of Goku. I also replaced my headlights. They have these dirty as, that kind of hurt it, but they have the HIDs. I want to go LEDs. I took the joint out, so now I have a functional air scoop like the Hellcats. But no, yeah, I took the plastic caps out so that I could go ahead and get a little bit more airflow and the sound difference. I took the heat shield off because who wants that ugly ass thing on the car anyways? And that's pretty much it for the external. Now the internal is my favorite part because I love what I did and I love how it looks. If you can see now, you can see the lights a little bit. I set up this because I don't think y'all seen it and I didn't do a video on it. So here's what the inside looks like. I have the ambient lighting display set up. It is Bluetooth, so I can change the lights with my remote, but I don't use it because I like the whole wireless phone. Well, the phone setup, but they all change colors. Once these inner lights go out, I'll put y'all in game. But it's not bad. I like it. They also flash and do all kinds of stuff right with the music. And this is probably one of my favorite mods because look, it's just so functional and it brings light to the car. With this tint, I will tell you this, like you already can tell now, it's dark as hell in this car. But with this tint, it makes everything harder to see on the inside, and I still be able to see at night, at least my controls and whatnot. Yes, the car lights up and whatnot, but I still like my functionality of the phone being able to use. So here's the app. I use this to go ahead and run with it. It is complete Bluetooth. And don't think you can't apply this to your car, because you can. For any vehicle, you can get this kit. I will definitely put the link to them in my description. So whatever those words are. But this is what I say about my tent. You can look at the car and be like, oh, it's a fishbowl, or you can still see light on the inside. Of course, that's also another problem. These lights turn on by themselves when I leave them plugged in. Doesn't kill my fuse or nothing, but it's cool. But let's go ahead and change back to something more functional. Hey, shout out to the good. But yeah, it wasn't hard to install. You get the whole kit. It's pretty fun, straightforward. I put them on my center console. all up here in my dash did the doors, and then on the other side of my doors they did. But yeah, like I was into my tent. I went 15 all around. It's pretty dark. I mean, you can see outside and whatnot, but you can't see inside for shit. I would definitely insert a clip of my car on the outside during the day, and maybe I'll upload one at night too. So, and that's more the reason why I want to go with the windshield tint, because during the daytime you can't see in, but this windshield takes so much damn light that it definitely brings in a whole lot of light in, so that it can make the side windows visible and you can see through. And I don't like that. Even my windshield is tinted, so that should tell you why not just go all out. The 5% strip on the front is definitely a good win, so I like that. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for like all my mods and whatnot. My kill switch, I do actually need to show y'all. So if you can see, this light right here is on. I could turn the car on, I could turn it off. Obviously, regular functions in the Dodge, but this here is my key, my kill switch. If I turn it off, look at the light, it's on. So I press this button, it's off. Show you now. Car on, car off. Car on, car off. Turn it on, it'll turn on. If I turn it off, it's not going to turn on at all. So I like it. I hit it. I would say where I put it, but you can buy different kind of different versions. I'll also put that in the description as well. For those who want a simpler setup and you know your car is already something to deal with, then I would definitely go with like the battery kill switch. It's straightforward. You don't have to do too much to install it. But if you have a Dodge or anything like me and you want to hide it because you know how easy people get into cars, then just go ahead and get the ignition kill switch like I did, because I don't really know if a lot of older cars have fuses. Well, that's stupid to say, but if your car is like push button start, then I would definitely go with the fuse setup, because you can conceal it and you can hide it so that nobody can steal it, and it also takes time away from that whole ordeal. So definitely recommend kill switches. I really want to say that is it for the whole setup. I haven't really done much of this car. I still have my exhaust that I haven't applied. I would go back there and reach it, but I can't. But I'm going to, because why not content, right? Now, my neighbor was kind enough to actually give me a gift card to go get these. As you can see, these are 2.5. Yeah, 24-inch, 2.5-inch wide tailpipes. I got them and I immediately wanted to go get a set, because if you hear anything, if you hear his car, that car rumbles and gets up, especially for a V6. So I wanted to get the same thing, and I'm going to do the same thing. And when I do that, she will be so much louder. The other thing is, I just don't have the time to really get that done, and it's not even that I don't have time. It's the fact that the days that I have off, the shops are closed, and then the days that I can get it done, I'm at work. So it's just not gonna work for me. Another mod that I would definitely add to this car will be my shift lock cover. Another way that gets this car stolen very quick is that shift lock being exposed, and I need mine's covered because it prevents the rollaway. As you see on my list, I also am going to get an air tag put in this car, because people will definitely die by these cars, and that's just how it is. That's pretty much the walk around. Hopefully, I need to show you guys how to find a cabin air filter. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Right. So don't worry, super easy, nothing serious. For me, I have a couple things in here, so I'm gonna try to get out of the way. I don't know if you can really see, but this is your glove compartment. Obviously, 1 + 1 = 2. So hopefully you can find that. I'm going to clean it out for you guys. Give me a second. Now, it's semi-clean. I'm going to take my flashlight out because I can't see the doggone thing. And I'm going to show you what you got to do to find your cabinet filter. Now, typically for your cars, you can find it immediately back here. You'll find a little tab or whatever, it'll say cabinet filter, so on and so forth. For me, it doesn't. So I have to wiggle around, and figure out how to take this mug off. And I think I did. And I'm getting hot. So let's speed this process up, why don't we? Alright, so I'm gonna look at YouTube and then I'll come back. Okay, so after further further talks with the council, I just want to let you guys know that I'm stupid because mine is not in here. So, unfortunately for you guys, I'm not going to be much of a help. But hopefully, you know what I'm talking about because a lot of your cabinet air filters are going to be in your glove compartment. If you take everything out, you'll see how easy it is to either take this off and get there, or yours is probably somewhere easily accessible from your center console on your dash if you open your glove compartment. For me, mine is in my hood. Why? I don't know. But hey, but those are two things that you want to go ahead and you feel me, replace. Am I gonna touch it now? Yeah, why not? Almost 9 o'clock, and I'm playing with time. I'm already pushing it. So don't ask me why I'm drinking a Monster either. Okay, I already cracked it open, so I gotta finish it. It's not gonna keep me up. It kind of does no help for me. But your cabin air filter is also a secondary filter. For me, damn, am I sweating, bro? It's gonna be right here. So I just pop these. Give me a second. And I take it out. And you will see that it is right here. But I gotta do a little bit more work. Hopefully YouTube you can see that. I know the light sucks. I'm trying, you guys, it's dark. But mine's is down here. Somewhere. And I feel it. For my eye test, I can tell that it's pretty clean. So. Damn, this neighborhood look like a smoke shop, bro. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, it's smoky out here. Time to go in the house. But yeah, that's all the videos I have. I do want to sit down and talk to y'all, but you know, I might do that in a second. But yeah, like I was saying, so you see the stuff I be doing, car stuff. I said I was gonna do it quick, and it's been like an hour now, and that's why I don't really waste a lot of time in answering to people nonsense. I wouldn't consider it nonsense, but I don't consider it an importance on my behalf. Focus on me. I get what I need to get done, and I encourage everybody else to do theirs as well because the world only stops when you make it, if that makes sense. If you waste your time trying to invest in other people's stuff and you don't have yours together, then you'll watch everything pass you by. You feel me? And that'll be one of the biggest regrets you have because you'll be like, oh, I'm trying to do this for them and this and that, and I ain't even got my own shit in order. So what do you look like trying to go ahead and extend a hand when you can't even extend your own time to help yourself? You feel me? Don't get wrapped in nobody's drama. If there's drama coming about and you ooh, are on your own session, then look, man, keep it pushing, bro. Do you? People, those who understand will get it. Those who don't will merely fade away. And it's not personal. Yes, it will suck if they're gone, but you gotta understand that you're doing the things that you need to do for the betterment of yourself. And that's just all it is, dog. Mm, it's not really too much you can say on that. Because life moves on. Life doesn't stop. And if you spend your time trying to invest in all and everybody else, then you won't have time to do what you want to do. I know there's a lot of people out here who will tell me like, yo, you bought a car and that's a bad idea. Like you're just doing all of this and that's a lot of money on your expenses. Okay, but still, you understand the decision that I made, and I'm thoroughly happy with it. I did a lot and try to help people. I would consider myself a reliable soul because if you call me, I'm there. And it would make sense for me to keep doing all that. And I have money set aside and my funds are in order. And I didn't get something that genuinely made me happy. I had the longest 6 months of my life waiting for a job to come through. And yeah, the first thing I did was buy a car that I could afford. Um, this car actually is like, it makes me extremely happy. I'm super happy. Every morning I get up and I come here and I sit in the car, I am thoroughly happy. I have an enjoyment of time. I don't like, you spend a lot of your time, you spend 20% of your life driving. And if you actually sit down and think about it, that's a lot of time in your life. And if you're not going to drive something you enjoy, then what's the point? It doesn't even have to be, and that's for me because I like cars and stuff. So doing that makes me happy. For some people, that's being in a crib playing a game. That's something I enjoy. But when I go out, I like to have fun when I have to do what I do. And for me, that's driving. I don't like driving 4 hours every day in a car that I'm not really fond of. Yes, situations are temporary and things take time. And once you get there, you can have that relief to say, yeah, like I did it. And essentially, that's what I did. When I sit in, I did it. When I drive 4 hours, I'm in the comfort of the car that I always dreamed of having, and the exact way that I wanted. I waited for this exact one. I even had a dream about having this car last year, and I didn't even realize it until like I got the windows tinted, and I just sat there and I realized like, wow. My girlfriend at the time, I told her that I was gonna get a Challenger, an orange one, and when I saw this car, I did not want it because it was orange, and I don't fucking like bright ass colors. But once I got it and it's kind of processed, I was like, damn, this came full circle. God gave me the sign. I did what he told me to do, and I listened, and I sat, and I waited. I didn't like everything that I was doing every day. I didn't like the situation that I was in, the position that I was in, and waiting. But I sat and I stayed true. I sat around for a year waiting for a job to come through. Yes, I could have went to work at other places and so on and so forth. But I stayed committed to what I wanted to do because I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I knew that was going to benefit me best. And I did that, and I got what he gave me what he promised, and I can't be thankful enough. I can get backlash for it. I can get criticized for it. I quite naturally don't really care. I'm comfortable doing what I do. I will complain about my insurance all the time because I got one speeding ticket and it spiked it like back when I was like 21. So hey, it was bound to come one day. You feel me? I just wish that the cop was chill because it wasn't like I was speeding. I was just going to flow of traffic and I hit the brakes. So he was meeting his quota. Uh, outside of that, once it drops, I'm chilling. And this is the only thing I'm paying for. I mean, well, not really, but this is like my only mass expense that I'm paying. That I will say, this bitch is expensive, but it's not hurtful expensive. It's a fun. It's fun. I mean, I can save myself some money by easing up off the gas pedal, but I don't. I will not. I drive safe, but if I'm somewhere where I can just go ahead and just rip it, I'm gonna rip it. So yeah, man. Look, I say this to say this. Say this to say that. If you stop doing things your way and you just sit down and have a talk with God and you feel me, listen to what He's trying to tell you, it'll come. And I know it's kind of hard to say because it's like, so how do I know he's talking to me or not? Here's the things: 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning, he'll wake you up and he's trying to talk to you. Get up, don't go pee, don't go drink your water, go find a snack or whatever. Sit up, take a second, and just say, God, I'm here and I'm listening to what you're trying to tell me. Read the Bible for a little bit. Go look. I'm not going to tell you something that I wouldn't even do myself. I'm not going to get up and read the Bible word for word. I'll go and I'll read the scripture for the day in the Bible app, and then I'll sit there and I'll pray. Hey, whether you do the Lord's Prayer or even if you just sit there and you just talk to Him like, God, I thank you for the day that you've given me and provided me with a place to stay, air to breathe, the ability to walk, and to go and work and do the things that you want me to do. I pray that you continue to speak to me and guide me and lead me with wisdom. It'll all start adding up and he'll come speak to you because he knows what you're saying is genuine. You don't have to be a word for the word type of person. Y'all know me. I will honestly tell you I'm the last person that I come to you about spirituality and getting in your Bible because if you know me, I mean I grew up in a Christian based home, but at the same time, I like to get things clear cut and out the way. I'm not gonna tell you to go do something I wouldn't do. And that's what I did. And over time, he started speaking to me. I even told my man today, like, there was a dream that I had. We sat and we talked about it while we was playing Warzone. Because I feel like it's something that's real deal. And he would come to me and give me a word to give or advice to give to other people. And I take pride in doing that, but I also will only tell you if it's urgent. I would say I'm like the last resort. So if I'm telling you this, then I'm telling you because it's true. And for me, it's very true. And like I said in the video when I bought the car, I want to see everybody do better because if I can do it, I know damn well you can. And as super cliche as it is, I mean it because I am not one of those people who's gonna spit lies to you. I was one of those motherfuckers that used to watch the stuff and be like, how, like how they do it. I want to be there to do it. I want to do it too. Like how, I want to find a way to get it done. I want to get there. Starts with devoting your time, actually listening and taking advice and doing what he says, man. I would say pay your tithes as well. That's something I'm working on doing, so I'm definitely not gonna lie to you. I haven't, but I definitely will start getting into it. And if you're one of those who's doing it and you feel like nothing's going right, I would say take a step back and reevaluate your life, your goals, your decisions that you're making. Because it may be that he's not going to give you what you want because there's something that you're just not doing yet that you're not quite getting. It may be the person you're with that you're just not ready to let go. I say this: take that chance and reassess it, and then see where it gets you, man. Um, this is probably gonna be one of my longer videos, the longest if anything I done, cause yeah, I was gonna get y'all the real spill, talk to y'all before I dip, because there's no telling when the next time I make one. And I wish everybody the best. I love y'all. I'm lying like shit. I fuck with y'all, bro. You did. For those who watch, I appreciate it. There's a lot of people that I talk to on occasional basis that like to touch bases and whatnot. And you know me, I'm not that type of person to reach out all the time. And it's not because I don't want to. I just never been talking slow. My own family will tell you it'll take me a while to just be calling, try to check up on people. I don't. That's not something I do. I try to live my life, and if I call you, I'm not calling you to ask for something. And if I do, you're like my extreme last resort, because I damn sure would try to goddamn scrabble and scrape and figure it out till I can't no more. So I don't really like asking for stuff. When I call, I'm probably just calling just because I'll be like, damn, I ain't talked to such and such in a minute. I should probably call them. That's what I do. A lot of people take it personal, some don't, but it is what it is. You just gotta understand the people you're dealing with. Understand your audience. Once you figure them out, then you navigate. Um, you don't take it personal, especially if you know me and you know I don't talk to you much. Hey, don't take it personal. That's just how I am. Then on top of that, yeah, I don't really try to invest in a lot of other people too. So I only invest in what wants to be here. If I talk to you, you did what I'm saying, and we ain't really on nothing. And you know, you're just keeping it short and going so on and keeping it slow. I'm gonna let you rock, let you do what you do, and keep it pushing, man. Cause I'm not gonna beg to. I'm not gonna. I guess it's like beg to be around you, if that makes sense, or make it seem like that. I have my own life, my own problems, ish, and my own situations that I want to do and deal with. So why would I want to force myself to be around you if you don't? If you already made up your mind that you don't want me around, you did. And that's something that I think a lot of people should really look into and figure out for themselves. Like, that's why I say, if you just take a step back and you chill and nothing happens after that, then ultimately you already know what you're looking at and dealing with. So, take it with a grain of salt. Closing garage from going to bed because I stayed up and talked to you guys long enough. That's what I'm saying. I forward y'all because it's 9 o'clock. Usually I'm out by 7:30, in the bed at 8, going to sleep. And I'm up here at 9 o'clock knowing damn well I gotta get up at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, really 3. But I guess I can sleep till 4 and then get up and put my clothes on. So I still get 7 hours. Hey, like I said, for y'all. But if anything, more importantly, stay blessed. Keep your mind, body, soul, and spirit intact. And, stay prayed up and everything work out. So, if any, peace.